NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Falcons and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden.
It's the first week. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Purdy's throwing to the hands of Sample, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Play action, now Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games. Both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. You know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go wherever until you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week, way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Falcons at 0-2 here to begin the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And it's get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Shotgun now with Purdy. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Holding offense.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing here, Purdy. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, in an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Short throw to Disley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the 50, it's Stafford. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Stafford throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to take possession. 6-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 7-9-9, knocking on the door. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Traquan Smith. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Throwing again at Stafford. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Martin. And the Seahawks are going to get the football. Own 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you got to get your confidence going.
Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done it to scoreboard yet, and they kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, it's Stafford. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Edwards-Helaire is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Falcons now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, both the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They struggled to get the ball on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Stafford. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Second down and goal. Stafford. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stafford gonna throw it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Stafford now to throw. Steps away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Stafford. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Now a toss going left. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 10. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Chubb. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes you just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Stafford.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Stafford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Dissly from 3 yards out.
And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they're into the win column now as they